President Donald Trump signed an executive order Thursday afternoon to dismantle the Department of Education. This federal agency oversees student loans and funding for equal education access. A political expert says there will be impacts on area schools, but the true effects will come when the details of the order are released.
Children's education, adults' education, people's jobs. There's a lot at stake, and it should be done carefully, not again with the meat cleaver or wood chipper approach.